Hey, we up in this motherfucker. Nah, the energy's right today. I found out that we might have to hit the gym and get our day started before we go ahead and turn up in this motherfucker. But nah. Today's tip of the day is called a plan for success, and I want to know, or not even necessarily I want to know, but I believe that everything or success starts with having a plan. You know what I'm saying? Before I dive too deep in that, I think that you can become successful without a written plan, but you have to define what success is before you do that, because it's like without a written plan, okay, of course you can conquer whatever you can conquer without writing it down and just hoping, but that's like you used hope as a strategy, and then you also just execute it with your willpower, so it was no necessary plan. So your desired, or the outcome that you have is not necessarily the desired one, it's just the one that chose to be, and then you decided it to be a success. So I'm here to say that motherfucking whatever that is outside is loud as a motherfucker. We'll start by saying that. But no, the real thing is we're gonna start off by just saying that I believe that all things that are great, that are designed or built or still standing in this world, started with a plan, and it was one that was consciously thought about. It was consciously one that took deliberation. It was one where there was a blueprint, or there was a schematic, or there was a guide, or there was somebody literally started with the outcome that they desired, and then they went back step by step all the way to how you start, and that was the plan. And like, think about it like that. It's like, can you build a skyscraper without a plan? Can you win a championship season in the NFL or in college or in any sport without a plan? I don't think so. I think when it comes to building a building, you have to have a plan, because like, think about it like this: the building has to have a foundation. The foundation has to be leveled, or the building won't stand tall. Everything has to be measured with accuracy. Everything has to be measured to a T. So when you think about it like that, that all comes from a plan. Like, that shit just doesn't come out in the sky. Like, somebody says, yeah, this wall should be 34 feet. Like, why 34 feet? Where did that fucking number come from? It's just an arbitrary number. It's like, nah, there was design, there was thought that was put into it to build it. This wall has to be 34 feet because the other wall has to be 34 feet, and the other wall has to be 34 feet, and the other one has to be 34 feet. So the foundation is a square. All sides are equal. That comes with starting with a plan, having a blueprint. I think we would truly perish as people if we stopped planning for things. Like, think about like nature and like survival, because this is a cool thought that just came to me. It's like, in nature, squirrels plan for the winter. How do they do that? They gather the fucking nuts throughout the warm time, the warm season, because they know it's going to get cold outside, so they have to plan ahead, because they know that the trees aren't going to have any nuts falling, so that means in the cold season they're not going to have any food to eat. So they knew, in order to survive, we have to stockpile all these nuts right here in order to survive the cold season. So it's like, as humans, like, we could just take planning and put it into it's part of our nature. It's what we should do. We should have a thorough plan. We should have a design plan for our future outcomes. Because it's like, okay, as a teen and as an early 20-year-old person, your plan is like, okay, I want to have a house one day. I want to, not even one day, I want to have a house by the time I'm 35, and I want to have kids. I want to be married, or this, that, and that, and the third, whatever your desires are. And it's like, all right, so once you write down that you know what your desires are, now you should devise a plan for how you're going to get there. Because, like, think about it. If you're just 27 now and you're trying to have all these things by the time you're 35, that means you have 8 years to attain that outcome. So it's like, okay, now that you know that you have 8 years, it's like, what do you need to do within those 8 years each year to build towards the outcome? And it's like, this is part of the plan. You have to plan these things out, or you can just think about it for 27 and never change what your actions are each day, never try to progress each day, never try to do anything different to attain that goal. And then by the time you're 35, you'll be in the same thought pattern space, you'll be in the same position as you were at 27. Why? Because you didn't execute. You didn't have a plan in place. You didn't say, hey, this is what I'm setting out to accomplish, and these are my daily objectives on how I'm going to get there. So think about that. It's like humans, we use plans so we can remove our emotional instabilities. You know what I'm saying? Because most humans are emotionally, I'd say, not stable. You know what I'm saying? We like think about anything like, oh, I'm hungry. Like I'm supposed to be working right now, but if I'm hungry, man, fuck that. I'm hungry. I'm gonna get up and go get some food real quick. That wasn't a part of the plan. The plan was to finish making this recording right here. The plan was not to go downstairs and get some food, but my emotions kicked in because, like I said, most humans are, when their emotions kick in, they become unstable. So it's like, think about it like that. It's like, that's how proper planning takes out that unstable element of our emotions. Because it's like, okay, my plan is to finish this recording, then I'm gonna finish my notes on this paper, and then I'm gonna go get food. See, now that food is in the plan, I'm not gonna allow my emotions to take over while I'm supposed to be handling my business to go get food. It's like, man, food's already in the plan. We know that's gonna happen. It's known. So it's like, I don't even have to worry about it. I don't even have to be like, I need food now, I need food now. It's like, man, the food's coming. You're gonna get it. You just gotta finish these few things first. So I think all in all, everything in life that is successful, it started with a plan, it started with a conscious plan, it started with deliberation. I wouldn't want to get a surgery from a doctor or a surgeon that didn't have a plan. I wouldn't want to go along on a truck ride with someone that didn't have a destination or a truck route and plan. Probably wouldn't take a medicine prescription if the pharmacist didn't have a plan on how to put that shit together. If he was just back there taking a little bit of this, whipping it with that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, I'm not taking that shit, man. Ain't no plan involved with that shit, man. I have a couple friends, or one friend in particular, he always looks at niggas and he's like, man, you don't got no plan. And it's like, cause it's like you looking at people and they just out here doing shit. You don't got no plan. So I'm gonna wrap it up by saying, man, we should all be mindful of the things that we want to accomplish or achieve, and then we should be super conscious in developing that plan, and then we should willingly execute. Those are the three things I think right there. So plan for success, because if you don't plan for success, success ain't gonna plan for you. All in all, you ain't gonna win, man. You just gonna end up somewhere. You gonna start judging your situation and say, well, I think this is a success, but it's not really, because you didn't define that when you started. You're just making an excuse for your situation now, and you're just making that judgment in relation to what you see around you rather than what you're truly desired out of life. So as tip of the day, make sure you have a plan for success, and if not, you'll be all right.